My name is Autumn, and we're the third grade Wind Group reading group, and we're gonna perform the Sword in the Stone.
Yay! Everybody clap! Woohoo!
These are dark days for Britain, my dear queen.
The barons and nobles spill each other's blood like water.
They're so busy fighting each other, there is no one to protect our people from foreign invaders.
I worry that what will happen when I give birth to our baby.
Let us consult with Merlin. The magician has been a good friend and advisor. I'm sure he'll be able to help us during these difficult times.
As if by magic, there was a knock at the door, and Merlin entered.
Come on in. A better future.
Brighter days are ahead, sire, but you will not live to see them. What are you saying, Merlin?
What about my queen? Is she safe?
The queen does not hold the power, so no one will harm her but the baby.
What about my baby?
The same enemies who want to kill the king will want to kill his son.
Will we have a son?
Yes, and he will become the greatest king ever to rule Britain, but you must give him to me for safekeeping.
No.
After the king was poisoned, the queen quickly brought the baby boy to Merlin.
I have lost my husband, and I do not want to lose my baby too. Please, take him. He will be safe, my queen, I promise you that. Thank you, Merlin.
He carried a tiny bundle for many miles until he reached the home of Sir Hector and an old friend. I have not seen you for many years. Please come in. I'm sure my wife and son, Kay, will be delighted to meet you.
And I'll be delighted to meet them, but first I must ask something of you.
Merlin, is that your child?
No, and I cannot say right now who his parents are, but I'm asking you to raise him as your own. His name is Arthur, and raise him as your own.
Sir Hector looked from the baby to Merlin and back again. He gently lifted Arthur from Merlin's arms. Merlin, is this your child?
No, and I cannot say right now who his parents are, but I'm asking you to take him. His name is Austin, and his name is Austin, and raise him as your own.
My wife and I will raise Arthur as if he was our own flesh and blood.
I thank you.
To the young man, the fighting in Britain increased and the dark days got even darker. Merlin watched and waited as war tore the country apart.
Too soon, Arthur. Arthur is not yet 16, but I must act now if Britain is to survive.
Merlin went to London to speak with the Archbishop of Canterbury.
I hope you bring good news, Merlin. The cathedral was filled with lords and ladies from all over Britain. As the archbishop was giving his sermon, there was a great commotion outside.
Thunderous noise.
The way the earth shook, it was as if the moon fell from the sky. Draw your swords, my fellow knights. They be under attack. Away from the cathedral. Why, it is a giant stone with a jeweled handle and a sword sticking out of it.
That wasn't here when we arrived.
But how did it get here?
Look, there's a message carved in the side of the stone.
Whoever can draw the sword from the stone is the rightful king of all Britain.
Step back, my dear husband, for I, Lady W, will easily pull the sword from the stone.
Let us try again. A week hence, we will hold a great tournament on New Year's Day, and afterwards, all will get a chance to try the sword a second time. Word of the tournament spread far and wide. Sir Hector, Sir Kay, and Arthur were among thousands who came to London for the tournament. This is your first big tournament, Sir Kay, and it looks to be a fine one. I cannot believe I'm competing against the bravest knights from all over Britain.
I'm sure you will prove yourself strong and brave, brother.
I'm sure to, especially with my new sword. Wait, where's my sword at? In my haste to get here, I must have left it at the inn.
As your squire, it was my job to make sure you had it with you. I'll ride back to the inn to get it for you, okay? What is this? I'm sure whoever left his sword here would not mind me borrowing it for Kay. I'll return it right after the tournament.
Read the inscription on the stone. He simply grabbed the sword by its hilt and in one swift movement pulled it from the stone. Then he hurried to the tournament to give it to Kay. This isn't my sword. This is the sword that was in front of the cathedral.
I know, I apologized. The inn was locked. I thought it would be all right. Back after you're done with it.
Do you know what this means? Father, look at this sword. It's from the stone. This must mean that I'm the rightful king of England.
That cannot be the sword. Yet I recognize its jeweled hilt. How did you come to possess it, Kay?
When Hector looked at his son, he thought about the night Merlin had brought him to his door and the mystery of child's parentage.
Let us return to Cathedral Courtyard and determine the rightful ruler. Merlin, somehow I am not surprised to see you here.
It's time to learn the truth. He angrily shoved the sword back into the stone. Then he tried to pull it back out, but it wouldn't budge.
That's unfair. I had it and you made me put it back.
But it is fair, Kay. That sword does not belong to you. It belongs to the person that can pull it from the stone. Now I would like Arthur to try to remove the sword from the stone.
Father, if I cannot pull it from the stone, surely my young brother cannot. He must have gotten it from somebody else.
Arthur, will you please try to move the sword from the stone?
Arthur once again grabbed the hilt of the sword and pulled it from the stone as if pulling it through water.
Now, may I give it back to Kay, Father, so he can compete in the tournament?
Sir Hector dropped to his knees and pulled Kay down beside him.
Father, Kay, why are you kneeling in front of me? How can I be a king? I'm Arthur, the son of Hector and brother of Kay. I thought I was your son.
I have been proud to call you such, but in truth you are the king, the son of King Uther and Queen England.
You are the rightful king of all Britain.
Moments later, as if by magic, the Archbishop, along with hundreds of lords and ladies, rushed into the cathedral courtyard. Is this he, Merlin? Is this Britain's new king?
Yes, this is King Arthur, son of King Uther and Queen Irene.
Truly, I will not believe it unless he does so before my very eyes. And do it again. Pull the sword from the stone if you are truly our king.
You heard your people, do as they ask.
Arthur slid the sword back into the stone and pulled it back out again and again, and then and again. The people in the courtyard fell to their knees. All hail.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
All hail King Arthur! Long live the king!
Everybody stand up and bow for the camera. All of you wonderful actors and actresses in 3rd grade. You guys are amazing. Nice job, everybody.